Oh, brother, why was it so hard for me to get this one specific thing in Ark? A mission so hard, so devious, yet so painful that it left me crying inside. The task of finding 6 wires. And I know what you guys are thinking. How are you stuck on the first quest of this game? To be honest, I don't know. But that's not going to stop me from telling you my story on how to find them. Alright, so after accepting the quest, I set out into the cold, harsh world of Ark. After landing into the buried city with new teammates, I already forgot about the wires and started following them behind to see exactly what they were looking for. But then at one moment, I finally remembered to go look around for them, but for some reason the whole area didn't have a single drop of wires. A whole building with wires everywhere, and you're telling me I couldn't find a single wire? Like, brother. So we kept looking around, dealt with some mother box spears, the flying drones a few times, went searching around and still couldn't find one wire. At this point I started going insane, feeling like I spent ages searching for gold when it finally hit me. It's not me, it's them. Yes, everything was finally clicking. Of course, they were hoarding all the juicy wires, I can tell you. So I started plotting my backstab for my precious wire. I know they have it. They know I know they have it. It was a part of their plan to get me nice and fat with juicy loot just so they can betray me. But they weren't expecting my double betrayal. And then this happened.
No, why not just jump off? Don't slide all the way down this one.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, no shit.
I will have a guess. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Oh, shit.
That is funny.
Oh, well, fuck. Yep. Come on, Blue. You can do it.
Yep, guys, they kind of fell to their death, so maybe things were getting a little loony, and I definitely was not plotting the betrayal. That would be crazy. You're crazy for thinking that. But still, I was so confused as to what to do as we were stuck up top. Now, there was only one way back, and that was getting back up top from the ladder, but this being my second game, I didn't really think that was a viable option. I was looking at the ladder, and I was assuming you can, but I didn't do it. So I did what any big brain person would do and shot the machine, ran out of ammo, and then they sent me back to the lobby packing. Okay, I gotta try to jump for it. Ah! Oh no. Stupid fucking machines.
Alright, what are we using? I guess I'm gonna use the green looter.
But honestly, looking back at it, I should have jumped and just took the chances anyways on the ladder, but anyways, on to round 3. So I was determined, but this time they decided to place us in spaceport. Dude, right when I was figuring out where all the wires should or would spawn, they placed us in spaceport. This is how I knew they were against me. The crazies came back into my mind. They must be eliminated for my mission to succeed. This team has my wires. I just didn't have the evidence for conviction, so I set aside my plans for betrayal as the match was going fine at some point. We seen some other players fighting and taking out a leaper. I thought was pretty cool, but we also found some cool stuff that I wanted to sell, like light bulbs that are worth like 2,000, which I kind of needed because I spent most of my money at the beginning, and we just decided to extract from there. Now, to keep my bloodlust at bay, I decided to jump alone. Now, I was finally able to find some wires, and just as I was getting the feel of everything, and especially finding wires, the damn raider shoots me in the back and takes my loot. Oh crap. Just enough. Wow. What a guy. What a guy, bro. What a guy. I was going crazy again. It had to be them. They knew all along. The ghost of my past came back to haunt me from the previous match. Those bastards got me. Actually, it was just some solo raider that played me like a fool, okay? Just know, 4K Bank Boy, I will find you and hunt you to the ends of time. As long as it takes, bro, I will find you for my wires. Because as I was sent back, I decided, let's just jump straight into round 5. Now I felt more comfortable. I had a plan that I knew would work. This plan was to head down to electrical substation, which I would assume had wires, as well as checking out the research and administration, which I think would have wires, which all buildings should, but apparently not. Because why not? Why shouldn't they have? But again, we all died. So round 5 did not go as planned. But we finally get to round 6. This is my 6th mission of the day, my last and final one before I had to go to bed. So I was sure of it. I was sure that I was going to find it. So to find these damn wires, I checked everything. I didn't leave any stone left unchecked until I searched a car. Of course, a car out of all things that I did not check would have wires. The crazy part is, 1 minute after, I found another pair of wires on a damn shelf by itself, in the middle of nowhere, brother. And then right next after that, the building over, inside of a monitor, was my last and final wire. But as I got my hands on that last wire, there was a looming presence. I knew that my teammates wanted my wires, so I plotted my betrayal. They knew about my precious, thus they knew too much. They had to be eliminated for the sake of the mission. But sadly, they got to live another day, as during our extraction, we barely made it out to begin with, and eventually a leaper jumps on us, which I barely made it out, only making it out with 50 health and a dream, and finally putting the wire mission to rest with no betrayals yet.
Bring that ass here, boy.
This world shall know pain.
An arc orbiter is en route.